I'm here to do a giant giveaway on this red light therapy dome. So I'm gonna let you guys start coming on here. It's a big giveaway. I believe this is worth $399. It's on sale for $179. But I'm gonna give you guys the scoop on how to be in this giveaway. I'm also here for questions, you guys. Many of you know that I am at the hospital. This is me post-hospital. I just woke up and this is what happens. But I slept last night at the hospital with my mom. I'm still with her. Thank you, Dipple Queen. My mom is holding steady. And that's about as much as I can say. She has been in the hospital now for 11 days or something. It's been a lot. And so we are not leaving her side because my mom has Alzheimer's. And so it's scary enough, you know, waking up in a hospital and being that sick for that long. And so between us girls, my mom has 3 girls and 2 boys, but we are staying the night with her every single night. So last night was my turn. And then I'll go back to my mom and stepdad's house and sleep there and get a good solid 8-9 hours and start the whole process again tomorrow until my mom gets out of the hospital. But I had made a promise to you guys, and the promise was that every Saturday, hi for Craft's Sake won all of the Nozempic weight loss bundle, all of those. Hill Design, there's no way I'm going to be able to say that. But my mother has Alzheimer's disease. We found that out a couple of years ago, but she had a heart attack. And so now we are kind of in the middle of, she had a heart attack. She also tested positive for COVID. So we've been fighting with water on the lungs and pneumonia and things like that as she's trying to recover from a heart attack, and she has Alzheimer's. So it's been quite an ordeal getting her healthy again. But I had made a promise that I wanted to do a giveaway every Saturday from now through Christmas, and that's what I'm doing. Yesterday, you guys, if you missed that live show that I did with Lisa Gibbons, Emmy winner Lisa Gibbons. Yeah, that Lisa Gibbons, who's been on TV for I don't know how long. My gosh, is she just a beautiful, bright, shiny light of a human being. That was posted yesterday, that live show, and that was about Alzheimer's and help for family, you know, not only the latest treatments and things like that and new technology that's coming out, which I want to have another person on that is very schooled in brain health and treatment of Alzheimer's. What Lisa Gibbons does, which I think is amazing, is that she has her own nonprofit that really helps those caring for people with Alzheimer's, because it is a family ordeal. Hi Christine, hi for Craft's Sake. I love that you guys are talking to each other. Yeah, the live yesterday was very informative and interesting. And it's interesting, Christine, as well, that the same things that help with Alzheimer's disease in terms of, you know, you're not a straight product of your genes. You can have that gene for Alzheimer's, and they have done twin studies where they have separated twins at birth, and both of them had the Alzheimer's gene, and one ended up with Alzheimer's and one did not. And that was based on lifestyle choices. So we are not just a product of our genotype, our phenotype, the way that those genes express themselves play a huge role. So alcohol consumption, drug consumption, all of these increase your chance of that genotype turning into Alzheimer's and dementia. How much do you exercise? What are you eating? You know, they call dementia and Alzheimer's type 3 diabetes, because if you are diabetic or you're in metabolic distress, if you're overweight, your chances of developing dementia and Alzheimer's is so much more. So that was, you know, I want to get somebody on that can speak to that, but I wanted to, before, look at this. Oh my gosh, I could really use this right now, because this blue light, remember, is antimicrobial. And I've just gotten out of the hospital, about to go back in. But I love this dome. I want to talk to you a little bit about this dome. and how to enter to win it, because I'm giving this away. The reason why I like this is by a company, oh, there's no way I'm going to be able to pronounce this. Isn't this like a hard thing to pronounce? I think it's Swirise, or Swirise. I don't know. Anyways, it's an LED light therapy machine, and it's multiple different wavelengths. So I'm going to go over them as maybe I'll do a little bit. Maybe I'll do a little bit of antimicrobial. You wouldn't normally do this. You would lay down and put this on you, right? I'm in the back of my stepfather's pickup truck right now because I had a flat tire going to the hospital yesterday. So my car is at my mom's house, and I'm in the back of the pickup truck because it's cold outside in Fresno. And I didn't have a plug, so I plugged this into the truck so I could show you guys how it works. But this is by Swirise. Let's just pretend that that's how you say it. And it is an LED light therapy machine, and it gives you the benefits of the different wavelengths. Okay, this is all up for grabs. The way that you enter, let me just go over that real quick. The way that you enter to win this $399 device is, once I post this to my main feed, which will be after this, I want you to comment red light. So comment red light. You should get a link to this device. The code for 10% off is Darnell10, Darnell with 2 L's, DARNELL 10. That'll get you 10% off of this, and it's already reduced from $399 to, I think, to $179, which is a great price for this device. Now, it's not like the flexible mask that I like to use at home, but I'll tell you how I like to use this. If you've got knee issues, if you've got, inflammation in your feet, if you've got tired, achy joints, if you've just had hip replacement surgery, anything like that, you stick this dome over the top of what is ailing you, and you can turn it on to whatever you want. It's red. There's red, blue, green, and I can't think of I can't see the other one, but I'll tell you what it shows. So in order to enter the drawing, oh my God, I'm bleeding right here. I don't know why. In order to enter the drawing, when I post this to my main feed, you're going to comment red light. You're going to tag a friend. Yes, if you have melasma, you can use this, because red light, you guys, red light, what you wouldn't want to use is the near infrared. So near infrared is at about an 800 to 880 nanometer wavelength, and that could have a little bit of heat. I am skincare girl. So if you have melasma, you want to stay away from near infrared. If you've got the big panels at home, you can toggle those usually to be red light and a combination of red and near infrared. If you suffer from melasma, if you've not tested it, and everybody's melasma is different, if you've not tested it to see if you're okay with near infrared, you would just toggle off that near infrared thing. So this one, red light at 660 nanometers, that's a good wavelength. I'm just reading it right off the box. 660 nanometers, that's a good wavelength. It reduces wrinkles and firm skin. Near infrared, if you've got melasma, you might want to not use this one. That's 850 nanometers, and it reduces inflammation and pain relief. So, but if you're not somebody that has melasma, I wouldn't use this on your face. I am skincare girl in the where you get melasma. But if you're recovering from something, if you've got sore muscles, like you just did legs, you had leg day, and I know leg day is like painful the next day, right? Lay down on the couch while you're watching TV, stick this over your thighs, and you will have pain relief and muscle recovery. So just because you have melasma doesn't mean you can't use all of these. You just wouldn't use it on the wavelength that could make your melasma worse. And I did do a whole live show on melasma and sunspots. So if you need that link, I am skincare girl, you can just DM me and I'll get you that link. Blue light removes acne and prevents breakouts. It's also antimicrobial. That's why it helps with acne. So anything like that. The yellow light is 595 nanometers. It calms redness and shrinks pores. So if you have rosacea, or you have enlarged pores, if you have an overproduction of oil glands in your skin, which usually is associated with melasma, then the yellow light is going to be great for you. Orange light alleviates pigmentation and allergies. Not sure how it relates to allergies, but that's interesting. I'm gonna have to look that up. Purple light, which is 420 nanometers, skin repair and oil control. And the green light at 535 nanometers reduces the appearance of cellulite and boosts wound healing. So this device has all of these different lights, different light spectrums, blue, red, green, all of them. And there's a timer on it. So I like that you can fold it up just to this amount, but normally what you would do is you would lay down and you'd put this over your face if that's what you're treating, but you can move it around and treat anything that is ailing you. So this is normally, I'll show you the box, by Swirise, I think that's how you say it. And it is normally $3.99. It's on sale now for $179. And then you get 10% extra off with code Darnell with 2 L's 10. Okay, I'll put this in my story as well with the link, just in case you guys don't win, because I only have one winner. But in case you don't win, you'll be able to purchase this with 10% off. So that'll give you an extra $17 off, right? So the way to enter, again, is once I post this to my main feed, you're gonna comment red light, you're gonna tag a friend, and you're gonna use that little arrow and send it to somebody. And the safest way, it's a fabulous prize, that's right, for craft's sake. The safest way to do that is just to send it back to me. If you don't have a friend that you think like, oh my God, I want them to win this too. If you don't have somebody like that, send it back to me. I'll know that you sent it to somebody. I get all of that kind of analytic stuff. But it's a great prize, right? It's a great prize. So I'll also take any questions from yesterday or from anything, you guys, because it's 12:33. Hold on. I'm a little tired, you guys, as you can imagine. It's 12:33, and I've got a couple more, like 10 more minutes, I think, before I'm gonna head in and grab my lunch and then go back up to my mom. So I got a question. IAND, can you combine different light treatments at one time? No, but you can do one right after the other. And there's a timer here as well. So you have a timer. You've got all the different cycles here, and you can do them one right after the other. So say, for example, you want to use the red light on your face, use it on your face, and then you want to do also the blue light because you're also suffering from acne and breakouts. Do the blue light right after that. And then we just got a question, how do you protect your eyes? It comes with this. Now, listen, there is a lot of controversy on using this. Can you use it for brown spots? Let me see. I think that red light therapy, to be honest with you, works with all, like when I use red light therapy, I feel like my brown spots get better. I feel like my melasma gets better. Any discoloration gets better. My mood, this is all backed by science. So it's not just how it affects me, but if you look at the scientific research on red light therapy, it's been researched for a very long time because it was used in space for astronauts. So if you ever have gone into one of those red light therapy beds that used to be tanning beds, but they've thankfully converted them to red light therapy beds, so it's doing some good for our skin now, you'll see that if you did that consistently, which I do consistently at home, right, with my big panels of red light, when you do that consistently, you'll notice that all of your skin gets better. So it does help with spots, with evening out skin tone, with texture, with fine lines and wrinkles, with circulation, with hair growth, boosting your mood, wound healing. All of this is all researched just on the red light spectrum alone. So I would say if you have brown spots, I would absolutely use it. And you guys, it's consistent. It's consistent, because if you did one treatment, don't waste your money going to one treatment of a red light therapy bed. If you have to go to a med spa and you don't have the things at home that I have, and you want to do it in a med spa, do like a 3-month thing where you're going in every day, because you won't see a difference in one time. it is an accumulation of these treatments in a consistent way that really makes a giant difference. And so this is a good one in that you can treat multiple different body parts. You know, I had a friend that had a hip replacement therapy, and I didn't have this dome. I didn't send him this dome because I was unaware of it, but I sent him one of the wraps, and he was wrapping the red light therapy around his hips that was helping him heal. So you can use this for multiple different things. Sometimes at the end of the day, my feet get swollen. So I've been putting my feet up on a pillow when I get back to my mom's house, put my feet up on a pillow and put this over my feet. And it's reducing swelling and pain in my feet because I've been on my feet a lot taking care of my mom in the hospital. Does that make sense? This is a great device. It doesn't have, the convenience of walking around with it, but sometimes you don't want to walk around with something where you're treating something, right? I wouldn't want to wear like a red light therapy booty on my feet and walk around, but to put your feet up and get some healing and some inflammation reduced. This is great. I'm going to be recommending this. I have a client that's about to have hip surgery, and I'm going to be recommending this device as well. And right now, it's normally $399, and it's on sale for $179. And then you also get, it has an auto shut off, and I'm going to talk about this as well, Dimple Cream. It has an auto, see right now, it'll automatically shut off. I just kind of turned it on just to see. Let me switch it to blue. And then, there's a lot of other green. There's a lot of other different things which I went through before on all the different wavelengths and how that helps. But the one lucky winner, which I will announce next Saturday, I didn't want to take away from the Alzheimer's discussion on yesterday's live and have to explain, take the time away from Lisa Gibbons, who is so generous with her time to be on a live show and talk about caregiving and talk about Alzheimer's disease and her experience with her mother and what they found really helped. And I learned a lot. And we had a lot of great comments about various things that I've already put to use while in the hospital with my mom, bringing photos and things like that have been very, very helpful. So how long is one treatment? I think the timer, if I'm not mistaken, will go up to 60. So you can do a 60-minute treatment, which is not going to hurt you. You could do a 60-minute treatment if you wanted, or you toggle it down. It will go as low as, let's see what's the lowest, as low as 5. So minimum is a 5-minute treatment. Oops. But it automatically starts at 30 because that's about how long of a treatment that you'd want to do when you're doing a treatment that's like this. Now let me talk about the eye protection. You're not going to need to wear the eye protection if you're treating like sore knees, or you're treating, you just did a rock hard ab exercise the day before and it hurts to even cough. I've been there. Or like me, I'm on my feet all day in the hospital. And so, I want to get my feet up and I want to put this over my feet for like 30 minutes. You wouldn't need to wear the goggles, but I want to say this. You use these depending on your own, what your doctor says, because the research shows, and I don't know what that was about, Christine. I'll have to go back about the question. If I miss a question, you guys, wait, is that discussion on your page? I would love to hear about the family member with Alzheimer's. Yes, M. Hill Design. If you go to the post that I just posted yesterday, so it's the first post that you'll see on my feed, that is the live show with Lisa Gibbons, the one and only Lisa Gibbons from TV that has a nonprofit, and she's doing a lot of work to help families cope with it and give real support for caregivers, because it takes a lot out of you. It takes a lot out of you to care for somebody with Alzheimer's, and it takes a lot of patience. And it's heartbreaking at times. And so to have a support system where you can call and you can get support, and people have been through that. She also, if you've been through it, anybody who's been through that, I know I had a couple of people on here yesterday who have had one of you had your father pass away from Alzheimer's, and he lived with you for a while. If you feel like you can mentor other people, she has a mentoring program. Yeah, she was a wealth of knowledge because she has walked that really hard walk, you know. And her mother has passed away. So it's hard. It's hard. And so to get support, she has a nonprofit, and one of the things they're doing is hugs. And do I have the paperwork with me now? I may have the paperwork with me now. Yeah, this was it. Hugs, which is helping you grow stronger. Everybody needs a hug. And her foundation is Leeza, so it's Leeza, Leeza'sCareConnection.org. Leeza'sCareConnection.org. And there's also a 1-800, there's also an 888 number for if you're struggling, if you're needing some support, you can call 888-655-5332. And that will take you right to Lisa's nonprofit. And somebody is there to reach out. You know, if your parent just one day doesn't remember your name, I can tell you that hits you in a way that you do not expect. And so to be able to jump on a phone call, yeah, Christine said it's interesting even if you don't have a family member with this disease. You know why it's interesting too, Christine? Because if you don't have a family member with this disease, you will eventually know somebody who does. Or you'll have a friend who has a family member who suffers from dementia. It might not be Alzheimer's. You can die from Alzheimer's because you will forget to swallow, you will forget to breathe. You will lose all of that. You don't die from dementia, but it's just as hard, right? I'm not sure what the Barbie's rules but okay. But yeah, it's hard. And so to have support where you can call 888-655-5332 and get a mentor right on the phone. I think it was something like 5.4 million Americans suffer from Alzheimer's. So think of all of the families that are involved with that. You know, it's not just the person who has, happy Sunday, it's not just the person who has Alzheimer's, it's everybody in the family is affected. So how do you care for that person, giving them dignity and love and helping them to not be afraid? Because it's scary. My mom's been in the hospital for like 11 days now. It's scary to be in the hospital. Imagine if you woke up in the hospital, you don't know where you are all the time or who's taking care of you. And not that that's where my mom's disease is right now, but when she's this sick, it has happened where she didn't know who I was. And that hits you in a way that you do not expect, you know? And now it's sure her blood pressure's down and, you know, she's a little bit more stable, excuse me. And so she hasn't had that problem, but it was a couple days there where she didn't know what happened or where she was. And that is, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking because the fear involved, you know, and you don't just look at it like, oh, poor me, my mom doesn't remember my name. But could you imagine if you're in that body and you wake up and you don't know who's around you or where you are, and you don't know if you've been in a car wreck? I've had to tell my mom several times she had a heart attack. With the V-beam, my God, I wish I had more sleep right now where I can answer that question. I'm trying to think about, is the V-beam, I apologize, is that radio frequency at home, or is that, tell me, Sophia, about the V-beam, because I'm just drawing a blank right now because I'm sleep deprived. I'll have more sleep tonight because it's my night off. I'll go sleep in a regular bed instead of a chair on the side of my mom. But remind me of that with the V-beam. Was that it makes me think that it's an in-office procedure. Thank you, Miss Mandrill, for your prayers. Thank you, Hill Design. Yeah, you know, you don't have a choice, right? My mom, like I told my mom, keeps saying, I'm sorry, and I keep saying, I'll sleep on the side of your bed for the rest of my life and couldn't repay you for everything you did. You brought me in the world. Let's get back to these suckers, okay? There is a lot of research that says red light therapy is actually good for your eyes. Now, you wouldn't want to look directly into the beam because any bright light, sun, anything can cause problems with your eyes, right? So you don't want to look directly into the beam, but I don't use these when I'm at home. I keep my eyes closed. Oh, it's the laser that helps rosacea. Oh, are you talking about the Joves? The one that I did before, that I have at home, the Joves? I do believe that the Joves helps with rosacea. It has helped a lot with my rosacea, if that's the one that you're talking about. And remind me again, Sophia, if that's what you're talking about, the Joves, or are you talking about an in-office treatment? If it's an in-office treatment for rosacea, I have not had the V-beam done. If it's an at-home treatment, and then I may have. So it's the laser that helps rosacea. So it's in office. I have not had that done. The one thing that I realized that really helped with my rosacea more than anything, oh, that's a good question, a beauty trial. I'll be there in just a second. Was the Obagi Blue Pill. That with a CO2 laser that he did at the same time. I had pretty pink skin before, and that was, gosh, almost, I want to say 8 or 9 years ago. And you look like The Walking Dead because it's literally blue, and then parts of your skin start falling off. Really attractive. It's a 10-day downtime, but I'm telling you, that took my rosacea right away. Okay, hold on. I want to go back. Can you use over clothing or just bare skin? Red light does not go through clothing. So when you see those advertisements of people with the red light little box in the corner of the room, and they're sitting there doing their work on the computer, fully clothed in like yoga clothes, that's not doing anything. When you're doing red light therapy, you want to be within 6 inches of the treatment thing. So when this is going over any part of me, you know, 6, I would say 6 to the maximum is like 12. So when I do this on my feet, I kind of have my feet on a little bit of a pillow so that I get my feet up closer. I'm sorry, I'm in my Uggs still. I get my feet up closer to the treatment area, because that's where, when you're looking at the research, that's where the therapeutic range is. 6 inches, bare skin, away from the lights. Does that make sense? So the advertisements of this little tiny box in the corner of the room, don't waste your time or money on that. It's a waste of money. Now, for seasonal affective disorder, you know, if you live in a place like Iceland, where there's times where it's dark, you know, in the Netherlands, where you've got many months of barely any sunlight, then those seasonal affective disorder, those kind of symptoms will be alleviated with just that little red light box. But that is not going to help you with wound healing, with fine lines and wrinkles, with skin color discoloration or texture. It's not going to help you with any of that. Waste of time. You need as much skin as you can show. Now, I did a story. Oh my God, my brain. I did a story on the big red light therapy mat I have by Magellan. And in that story, because I'm in the middle of the living room watching TV and getting some treatment. That was the 48 hours that I was home before heading back to Fresno to be with my mom. And I spent a lot of time laying on that mat in a bathing suit. So the majority of my skin was exposed. And so I'll oftentimes do that if I'm going to be out in the middle of the living room. I'll just put on a bathing suit and do it then. But it won't go through clothing. So don't waste your time standing in front of a red light therapy thing if you've got any clothing on. Okay, is there research on the other light colors as the red? Not as much. It's interesting that you said that, Miss underscore Mandarel. I'm sorry, butchering everybody's handles. But there's not as much, and the reason is because red light therapy has been used in space, so we had the government behind behind the research of red light therapy, and so there's a lot of research around the red, not as much research around the other colors, although I would say that the second most commonly researched light spectrum is blue because of acne and because it's antimicrobial. Have you had LASIK or cataract surgery? I had one eye done. I've not had cataract surgery, and I do see well without readers. I don't use readers. I have like one bionic eye. I would not recommend it, you guys. It wasn't, I have to read very small print when I'm reading bottles of, vitamins, or I'm reading bottles of like skincare ingredients. I need to be able to read very fine print, and the readers, it was just too much. So I had one eye corrected to be able to see close up. So I can read the smallest print close up, and mostly for somebody who's 56, I would never be able to read, like my sisters can't read this, and they're my age. But I can read this, lisascareconnection.org. I can read small print like this. Well, this is bigger print, but I can read small print without my glasses, or without any glasses. Even like a user manual or something very small, I can read without glasses because I've got one eye that reads close and one eye that sees distance. The reason why I would not recommend that treatment, that one surgery, is because it's really messed up my night driving. So my night vision, when I'm driving at night, if there's cars that are coming towards me, I need to get night driving glasses. And I've bought them and lost them probably twice. I need to keep them in the car. So I often find myself without them, and then I can't drive safely at night. So that's the one bad thing about that. And thanks for the prayers for Mom. Let me see if there's anything else. So you guys remember, we're getting close to 12. To be in the drawing for this, how long does a sale for the light go till? I don't know. I just looked it up, and I know it's on sale now. So it's on sale now. It's normally $3.99, and it is on sale for $179, and then you get an extra 10% off with Darnell 10. So I'm going to, somebody said eyes. I think I didn't explain it. Okay, so let me just go back to this really quickly. I'm going to, after this live, I'll post it to my main feed. If you want to be in the drawing to win this, I'm going to announce the winner next Saturday. You simply comment on the post, comment red light, okay? Hopefully by then I can get this link in the red light, my red light recommendations, that will also be sent to you, okay? But my glasses have got blue filter. Yeah. Another thing, you guys, you know how you want to stay away from blue light at night because it's going to keep you awake. All of your devices have blue light. Don't do blue light therapy at night. That's the last thing you want to do. If you want to do blue light to help with your acne, do it in the morning, not at night. Red light, you can do it anytime. Red light, actually, I have red light bulbs in my lamps at the side of my bed because it will not mess up your melatonin, but the blue light will. So if you're doing this kind of treatment at night, do not use the blue light. Okay, so to be in the drawing, all you're going to do is you're going to tag a friend on the post. You're going to comment red light, and you're going to send it. You're going to use that little arrow button and send it. You can send it right back to me or send it to a friend. And then you'll automatically be in the drawing for this $399 red light or multi-LED light dome by Swirise. I'm going to show you the box just because I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. There's the box. This is what the company, oh my God, I'm in the back of the truck. This is the company, and I looked them up. They have a great reputation, and I'm loving using this on my feet. I really am. So I am recommending this to those people who, they have multiple ailments. On leg day, I'm going to be using this sucker on leg day for pain. But that's how you enter the drawing for this, and I will announce the winner next Saturday. So you comment red light, you comment red light, you tag a friend, and you send the post to somebody, even if you send it back to me, and I'll announce the winner next Saturday at 12 o'clock. Okay, that's all I got. Let me just tell you about this. There's a lot of research that shows that red light therapy is actually good for your eyes. Don't comment here, lipsticks 06. Comment red light once I post it to my main feed. So right afterwards, and don't tag your person here. Wait, when I post this to my main feed, which I'm going to do right after this, I'll post it to my main feed. That's where you tag your friend. That's where you comment red light. That's where you send it to a friend, even if you have to send it back to me. I'm considered a friend. You guys have all been with me for a while. And you will be in the drawing that will be announced next Saturday for the Swirise red light LED light therapy machine. Okay? Really quickly, use your best judgment with this. If you suffer from cataracts, if you suffer from glaucoma, if you suffer from any sort of eye disease, talk to your optometrist, I think, and ask them about this. They're going to say, wear the glasses. The company is going to say, wear the glasses. The research says it actually helps with dry eyes. It actually helps with a lot of different things. You don't look directly into the light, so if you have this, if you've got this over the top of your head, you don't want to open your eyes and look directly up into it, right? But you could put it over the top of your head and just keep your eyes closed. And that will actually help. And I have actually suffered from dry eyes in the past and have noticed that with my red light therapy panels, I don't look directly into them. I kind of cast my eyes down, and it has really helped with my dry eyes. So use your best judgment when it comes to the goggles, okay? Okay, that's all I got. If anybody has any more questions, you can just reach out to me directly, and I will see you next Saturday at 12 with the winner. It's going to be posted to my feed. I thank you guys all for being here. Great gift, great giveaway. I'll see you next week. I've got 2 more giveaways, you guys. Love you too. I've got 2 more giveaways, so next Saturday, God, I hope my mom will be out of the hospital by then. Next Saturday, I'll do another giveaway. Let me think what I have. I have a grounding mattress pad for your bed. And I also have something from Sensate, which is a vibration device that you wear around your neck that has been shown and proven to reduce stress. There's a lot of stress around the holidays. And so self-care, you guys, self-care is so important around the holidays. Thank you so much for Craft's sake. Thank you so much, Christine. Thank you guys all for being here. Hill Design, thank you so much. Okay, everybody, that's all I got. I'm heading back in to take care of my mama. Thank you for being here. Thanks for all the prayers. All right. Good luck, everybody. Get ready. Get ready. Tag your person. Comment red light. Send it back to me. Send the post back to me or to a friend. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.